see. Stars, lips, hearts, and beakers. What would a girl like Susie use as a password? Of course it was the beakers. Clever. My stuff!
Jenny hid the ring in her pocket and flipped through the pages of her journal.
No obvious signs of tampering. At least Susie knows how to mind her own business. Now I've just got to find a battery and a transistor to give to her. I'm sorry, Mr. Pig, but I need your batteries.
I love you. I love you.
This will only hurt for a second.
You're my best friend.
Thank you, Pig, for donating your body to science. Now where can I find a transistor? I don't have my detective gear to pick the lock. Besides, I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz. Bunch of old science fair projects.
They had all been submitted by Anonymous, and they'd all won first prize.
These awards should be hanging on the walls downstairs.
It was sad to see all these marvelous accomplishments hidden away in the attic. Susie wanted so badly to please her parents, to live up to their expectations of what a Glatz girl should be. She never even told them she'd entered the science fairs.
Tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs. Looks like a transistor to me. I'll give this stuff to Susie, and then I'll find a way out of this place. Here you go.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Now, back to the task at hand. Making my escape.
Don't you want to know what these parts are for?
Only if it will help me get out of here.
Ah! Careful! That's a stick of dynamite! Dynamite!
Are you crazy? You could have blown me to bits.
I did say be careful.
What are you making bombs for?
They're not bombs. They're silent explosives.
Silent explosives?
Think about it. Dynamite that doesn't make a sound. Impossible, you say? Not at all. My first breakthrough came when I discovered the unique properties of...
I can use this to blow my way out of here.
The explosion might be silent, but I think my mom would notice if part of the house was missing.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for the show and tell, but it's time for me to go.
And how exactly are you going to leave without being seen?
I'm glad you asked, Susan. I'll be making my exit through the window in the attic. Once I found a way to unlock it.
Oh, you're out of luck there. My parents are super security conscious. All the windows are locked electromagnetically.
Where are the controls?
Downstairs, in Dad's study.
And I can't get there without being seen. Is there some kind of override?
It's impossible to open them from up here, unless there was a total power failure.
Well then, I know exactly what to do.
Okay, well, I'll be here if you need help.
What does this machine do?
That's Judy, Kate. She's a portable lie detector.
Portable? It's 18 feet tall and bolted to the floor.
Yeah, well, I'm still working on that part. But she can detect a lie with 98% accuracy.
That's quite a claim. Let's see.
Good evening, small human child. I am Judy Kate, arbiter of truth, detector of lies. Since this is the first time we have met, I will need to calibrate. To begin, please answer this simple question. What is the meaning of life?
What? How am I supposed to answer that?
Ha! 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 Just kidding.
Oh, sorry. I've been experimenting with her personality chip. She's using humor to build a better rapport with subjects.
Still needs some work.
To begin, please tell me your name.
My name is Jenny LeClue.
Welcome, Jenny LeClue. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
I'm Jenny LeClue, and I'm not afraid of anything. I think I broke it.
It's okay. Her fuse just tripped. She gets very sensitive if you lie to her, especially if it's a big lie. But don't worry, she'll reset in a minute.
Interesting. Hey! What did you do?
Oh, that's just Maggie. She helps me find things I've dropped on the floor. Why do you have a man's ring?
It belonged to my dad.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, I mean, why would a ring made of gold stick to a magnet? Unless...
There's something more to it. Which of these machines did you say could see inside things?
Excuse me, Tim. We need your help.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Tim, the thermal imaging machine. Metal, plastic, Wood, there's nothing I can't see inside. Except, of course, your innermost thoughts.
Look, I don't need a best friend. I just need him to examine the ring.
Ouch, that hurt my feelings.
Go easy on him. He's quite sensitive.
Ugh. Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Oh, how wonderful it is to meet you, my new friend. How can I be of service?
I need you to look inside something for me.
I'd be delighted to. Please place the object on my soft, velvety platform. Come to me, tiny object of vast mystery and import. Reveal to me your deepest secrets. Swim in my warm bath of gamma rays. I'm peering deeply inside you. What's that? Deeper still. I've never seen one of those before. Fascinating. Oh, the wonders I have seen.
Well, spit it out already.
One moment, please, while I paint you a picture of the journey we just shared.
I knew there was something special about this ring. It's full of tiny cogs and gears.
I've never seen such intricate craftsmanship.
I need to borrow your microscope. Tiny buttons hidden in plain sight. Clever. I wonder what they do.
The ring opened up like a flower.
Why would the Dean have a ring like this?
Whatever its true purpose, one thing was clear. This ring was important.
Important enough to kill for? Dean Stroudsbury, what were you involved in?
Did you say Dean Stroudsbury? Whose ring is that really?
Susie had entrusted her deepest, darkest secret to Jenny. The least Jenny could do was be honest with her.
It's the Dean's ring. Well, it was.
You stole the Dean's ring?
Technically, I found it.
Jenny, you've got to turn that into the police. It could be important evidence.
Considering the police think my mom is the Dean's murderer, I certainly won't be handing it over to them.
But what if they ask me about it? I can't lie to them. I'm a terrible liar.
It's not lying. It's just leaving out the parts that don't concern them.
I can't go to jail. My parents will disown me, and my reputation will be ruined.
No one's going to jail, as long as we protect each other. I'll keep your secret. You keep mine.
Like, friends.
Sure. Now go back to whatever mad science experiment you were doing. I've got a window to open.
Complex formulas filled the large chalkboard. Clearly the work of a genius.
Okay, she's secretly smart. We get it. What is all this anyway?
Oh, that? I'm working on a proof to help me pick the perfect prom dress.
You've got to be kidding me.
I know. I'm not sure it can be done either, but I've got to try. It's the biggest decision a girl has to make.
Gross. Stupid robot just tried to kill me!
Oh, be careful. Claude is very fragile.
Fragile? It's enormous.
I haven't finished calibrating him yet. If you want to help, get him to pick some things up and put them down again. He needs the practice. Just don't pick up anything too heavy.
Can't move it by force alone. If it's locked electromagnetically, it must be connected to the power supply. I don't have my detective gear to pick the lock. Besides, I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz. being too heavy.
Please be gentle with Claude. He's only a prototype, and I'm out of replacement parts.
I got it!
In the back of Jenny's brilliant mind, a plan was forming.
I know exactly how to get out of here. How can I escape from Glatz? Manor. As much as I'd love to blow my way out of here, I need to get out silently without being seen or heard. When I overload the robot arm, it sparks and fuses. And when I light Adjudicate, she nearly overloads the power supply. So if I could overload them at the same time, then I might be able to short the power and open the window in the attic.
But Jenny couldn't operate both machines by herself.
Susie,
Yes?
I need your...
Asking Susie for help was worse than having a tooth pulled out.
I need you to do something.
Of course. What can I do to help?
I didn't say I needed your help.
Oh, sorry.
I don't owe you anything.
Okay, okay. What do you want me to do?
Go stand by Adjudicate.
All right. But why?
No time for questions. Just wait for my instructions. Susie, are you ready?
Welcome back, Susie Glatz. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
Okay, I'm ready. What should I do now?
Just hold on until I give the signal.
The robot arm strained under the weight of the giant metal object.
Okay, Susie. Tell a lie. And make it a big one.
Oh, okay. A big lie. Ooh, I've got just the thing. I'm wearing black socks.
That was a lie.
No, Susie. A big lie. Something terrible.
I'm just no good at lying.
Tell Adjudicate you killed Dean Stroudsbury.
What? That's horrible. I can't say that.
Do you want to help or not?
Yes, but...
Then hurry up and say it.
Okay, okay. I killed the Dean.
Louder!
I killed the Dean.
Bigger!
I killed Dean Stroudsbury.
Say it like you mean it!
I murdered Dean Stroudsbury. I bashed his brains in. Now I danced on his grave.
Wow. That was messed up.
Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible person.
As Susie Glatz contemplated every bad thing she'd ever done in her life, Jenny heard the unmistakable sound of success.
It worked.
Jenny! You can't leave now. It's past curfew.
Watch me.
Well, you can't go out wearing pajamas.
I'm not playing dress up with you while my mom is trapped in jail for a crime she didn't commit. The real killer is still out there.
And what if you find him? What then?
Jenny paused. She hadn't thought that far ahead.
Are you scared?
Of course Jenny was scared, but she would never admit that to Susie.
My mom always says, a great detective shows courage in the face of danger. Now is the time to be courageous.
Well, let me help you. We can work out a plan together.
Sorry, Susie, but I work alone.
At least take this with you then. So we can stay in touch.
Fine, I'll take it. But don't call me. I'll call you.
Okay, good luck. And be careful. There's still a killer out there.
I'll be fine.
Jenny, you won't tell anyone about my lab, right?
Only if you cover for me.
Of course. I'm always here for you. We're going to be best friends, Jenny LeClue. I just know it.
Sure, right after I sign up for cheerleading.
To catch a real killer, Jenny needed her detective gear. But that was at home, across town and swarming with police. It wasn't wise to travel through town after curfew. To avoid being caught, she'd have to find another way home. Excellent, thought Jenny. Time to exercise my sneaking muscles. Jenny paused at the edge of the roof, her teeth chattering in the chill wind. Below her, Lake Nowhere glowed eerily in the darkness. From this vantage point, she could see all the way to the lighthouse at the center of the lake. Only the wealthiest families in Arthurton could afford such spectacular views.
If I cross the lake, it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest to my house.
But navigating the lake at night was not an easy task. Many accomplished sailors had met their doom on the ragged rocks of Bear Claw Bend.
Well, I've already worked out a way across. Time to get off this roof before someone spots me. Damn it! Think fast, Jenny.
And just like that, Jenny was her first great adventure cut short before it had begun.
I'm right here. Just hanging around. What's that sound? True believer, I am the one you seek. I swim in the shadows of giants that stir beneath an eerie silence. Follow the path, reach the truth.
What a curious and cryptic message. Was it meant for her? And who had written it? Friend or foe?
This could be from the killer.
But it was far too dangerous to find out.
I have to find out.
And so she decided to ignore the message and carry on to her house.
There's no way I'm ignoring the case of the mysterious message.
The SS Susie. A gift from Susie's father as a thank you for preparing his lunch one day.
This'll get me across the lake in no time.
Unfortunately, the boat didn't belong to her.
I'll just borrow it for a couple of hours. They won't even notice it's gone.
But borrowing something without asking first was just stealing.
It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than wait for permission.
Of course, the boat needed a key.
Jeez, nobody trusts anyone these days. There must be some other way to start the engine. I bet I can hotwire the boat if I get this panel off.
Risk of electric shock. It was far too
I
dangerous.
love danger. one's stuck.
Foiled at the last moment by a rusty screw. Oh well, time to turn back.
There's only one screw left. I can just pry the panel back.
And so she very carefully pulled on the panel.
Wow, looks complicated.
Far too complicated for a child to even attempt.
Mom always says, a great detective focuses on the solution, not the problem. It looks like I can bypass the ignition by turning the dials until all the lights are illuminated. Piece of cake. I did it!
Jenny had found a way to cross the lake, but she was still a long way from home. She pulled out her journal and plotted a course.
First, I'll navigate my way around Skull Island. Next, I'll sail up the river to the Almaston Bridge. Then it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest. And finally, home. Got it. Let's go.
Jenny had never crossed the lake after dark. Come to think of it, she'd never even driven a boat before. She thrust the throttle forward and felt a cool wind whip through her hair. Sneaking around after curfew had its benefits. Skull Island, home to an abandoned lighthouse and an excellent sandwich shop. Decommissioned over 100 years ago, but the light mysteriously continued to illuminate the darkness.
That can't be good for the boat. Swim in the shadows of giants. This must be the place. Whoa, that was huge. I have to get a closer look.
The elusive red herring, a rare and fantastic sight.
Can't believe they really exist.
Jenny had always believed they were a fisherman's tale, but seeing them firsthand.
She's so beautiful.
But what was stuck in her scales?
A message in a bottle. Curious. I am the voice of reason. I walk amongst the sunken ships that once sailed through the glowing mist. It's another clue. This case just got more
Dangerous. Jenny had no idea who was behind these messages. This could be an elaborate trap.
Or it could be the answer I need to prove my mom's innocence.
The best course of action was to go back and get help from an adult.
No, I have to see where this leads. On my own. Sunken ships, glowing mist. That should be easy to spot. Thanks, fishies! I can't see a thing. I must be heading in the right direction.
Jenny navigated carefully through the thick fog.
Oh, it smells like rotten fish.
Many ships had lost their bearings here, grounded on the ragged rocks, swallowed by the lake.
Maybe I could shed some light on these ghost ships. Another message. This is starting to feel like a wild goose chase. I am the hope in darkness. I sit in a spiral of ancient stone. Against the clock, I move alone. What's with all these cryptic messages? And where are they leading? I should get out of here before I turn into a ghost. Phew, made it out alive. Let's go find this spiral of ancient stone.
night grew dark and eerie.
Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Ah! Well, aren't you ominous? Shoot! Shoot! Seriously, get off the light! And watch your language. Ow! How rude! Watch it, buddy! Talk about a murder of crows. It threw a rock at me. That was not a rock. It was a crab. I am the answer to the unasked question. I stand inside the crescent moon. Below death's gaze, I wait for you. I wait for you. This could be the last clue.
So caught up in unraveling the mystery, Jenny failed to recognize how dangerous this chase really was.
Who is waiting at the crescent moon?
Whoever it was, our intrepid detective would need to be extremely careful.
Crescent moon, below death's gaze. Time to wrap up this case. Hello? Who's there? Stay right there! Don't come any closer! Identify yourself! Whoever you are, the police are right behind me. And they're very angry. But I might be able to help you if you just talk to me. Okay, if you won't cooperate, I'll have to come over there. Oh. It was just my imagination. Thank God.
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn!
Ah! Get away from me, you maniacal murderer!
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
CJ?
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
The early bird can't catch the lazy worm.
The wind blows strongly from the east.
People in glass houses should invest in curtains.
The evening sky is full of fireflies.
The last donut is the tastiest.
Excellent, Jen. They haven't broken you yet.
The notes were from you? I thought you were the Dean's killer. Why did you make me go through all that if you were already in the boat?
This is the only place safe from their prying ears. We have to hurry. This line isn't secure.
Line? We're talking in person.
Exactly. Now quickly, before they get a fix on our location. What did you want to tell me?
Seriously? You can't keep doing this. You contacted me.
Did I?
Actually, I'm glad you did. I need to ask you a few questions about the Dean's death.
Good, Jenny. Question everything. Trust no one.
What happened to your eye? Did you get in a fight?
Wasn't a fight. More of a misunderstanding, really.
A seriously purple misunderstanding?
Well, you should see the other guy.
There's something you're not telling me.
Is there?
What happened to your compass? Before it was wandering, but now it seems to be pointing in one direction.
Exactly. Do you see now? It's not a compass at all.
So what is it then?
Aliens!
Aliens? What are you talking about?
E.T., extraterrestrials, beings from another world.
I know what aliens are. Come on, CJ, there's no such thing.
What? No, not you too.
I'm sorry, CJ, but it's time to get serious. The Dean is dead and my mom's in jail, framed for a murder she didn't commit. I need to get to the truth.
The only way to truly see is to open your mind. Not everything is what it seems.
If there really are aliens in Arthurton, how come you're the only person who's ever seen them?
People don't see what they aren't looking for. That's why I come here every night, to observe the unobservable. The compass is my eyes. It can sense their presence where I cannot. Why don't you borrow it and find out for yourself?
Okay, I'll take it. I need all the help I can get.
Good. You can prove my theory to be fact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Just remember, when the needle is steady, The phenomena are near.
Sure.
They were here before. They will return. And we'll be waiting for them.
Uh-huh. Yep, totally. I know you were in the library the day Dean Strasberry died. Did you notice anything unusual?
Yes, I did.
Great. What happened?
They changed the bathroom scent from strawberry to pie. It was most unpleasant.
Oh, is that all?
I intended to alert the librarian as a matter of urgency. But no one was at the front desk. Quite unusual.
Was there anyone else in the library?
No, just the dean and I. Till
Until you left. It's not like you to leave your research lying around. Why were you in such a hurry?
I lost track of time. I was late for an appointment.
An appointment? Where?
Appointment? What are you talking about?
You said you were late for an appointment.
Objection. Leading the witness.
This isn't a trial, CJ. It's just me, Jenny.
Then I have nothing further to say, Your Honor.
CJ, this is serious. You have to tell me the truth.
I had to do it, Jenny. They needed to learn.
CJ, is this a confession?
Well, we're going to find out anyway.
CJ, did you murder Dean Strasberry?
The dean? Oh, no.
But you just said...
Good, Jenny. Suspect everyone, even me.
I don't understand.
In fact, I suspected myself for quite some time. But I couldn't have done it.
I want to believe you, CJ, but do you have an alibi?
That's why I left these notes for you. If anyone can prove I'm innocent, it's you, Jenny LeClue.
Hang on a second. Let me take a look at that. Jenny, I need your help. You know, we could have saved a lot of time if you'd just given me this message first.
Risk being followed? Never!
But what had piqued Jenny's interest was not the message itself.
That paper. What did he write all these messages on? I knew it! You wrote all these messages on a piece of newspaper.
The front page was missing, but even this small snippet worried Jenny.
They've been peddling lies about my mom right from the start. Sheriff Winston LeClue has distanced himself from all proceedings. Well, if he won't help her, I will.
Jenny couldn't help it. Every time she thought about coffee, she saw Keith's face. She heard his voice. She remembered his sadness. And she promised not to rest until she'd uncovered the truth of his father's death.
That's the day of the Dean's murder. This photo was taken in Avocado Heights. That's on the other side of town, miles from the library.
CJ was always protesting something. The first time they had met, CJ had handcuffed himself to a bike rack outside Agatha Krusty's bakery.
He was convinced they were hiding something in the pies. He'd lost the key to his handcuffs, so I picked the lock for him.
They had been friends ever since.
3:55, clearly the afternoon. CJ couldn't have killed the Dean. All the evidence is right here. How How can I prove CJ is innocent? CJ was photographed in Avocado Heights at 3:55 p.m. on Thursday, 2 minutes before the dean died. There's no way CJ could have killed him. CJ, you're innocent!
What a relief!
But you really shouldn't be going around town terrorizing children. You're going to end up in jail again.
That wouldn't be so bad. They have the best beds in town.
Those scribbles look familiar. I found your map of Arthurton in the library.
Keep it. It's a great map. Very rare. Ripped it straight out of the town charter, first edition. Come to think of it, only edition.
What about all your notes? Don't you need them?
Nope. Got it all backed up in the cloud.
What cloud?
Did I say cloud? I meant head.
So what do all those notes mean? You wrote about seeing UFOs in the forest.
Yes! You're starting to see differently. There are patterns everywhere. Keep searching.
Every part of my being is telling me that my mom is being framed. But I don't understand why.
There are only 3 reasons a man is murdered. He didn't mind his own business. He couldn't keep his mouth shut. Or he wouldn't keep his hands to himself.
Have you ever heard of a place called Widow's Drop? I think my mom met the dean there.
Widow's Drop! No, but it sounds suspicious.
Well, anything sounds suspicious if you say it like that.
Be careful, Jenny. They'll do anything to keep their secrets. Once you start to see things, there's no going back. Do you ever wonder why the lake glows at night? Or why the power keeps going out all over town?
Yes, I do. All the time.
There's a lot more to this town if you look below the surface.
Do you mean that literally or figuratively?
Yes. The truth is hiding right under our feet if we only stop to look.
I'm more confused than when we started. Well, I really have to get to my house. This case won't solve itself. I can drop you off at the bridge.
No need. I'm staying here. Some of these rocks have moved. Never trust a crab with a man's job. Be careful, Jenny. They are everywhere. Always watching.
Don't worry about me, CJ. They'll never see me coming. I sneak in silence. I creep in the shadows. My footsteps are whispers. Damn it! I've got this. Don't worry. That'll buff out.
Jenny headed east towards the almost done bridge.
I can dock there and make my way through the Forgotten Forest without anyone seeing me. Sneaky. That's the way to my house.
The night was still and quiet on the far side of the lake.
No one ever comes down here, not since they stopped repairing the bridge.
And yet it was hard to shake the feeling of being watched.
This is CJ's fault. He really believes all that stuff.
Once you start to see things, there's no going back.
I wonder what he meant by that. Forgotten Forest Trail. Voted most likely place to be eaten by bears. Arthurton Gazette. Perfect. Just as I'm about to enter the spooky woods.
The good folks at Arthurton Power and Light were not easing Jenny's fear of the dark. Of course, this was the very reason curfew had been put in place.
happened to the bridge?
It looked like Jenny had reached a dead end. She had no choice but to return to Susie's house for a comforting mug of hot chocolate.
I'd rather plummet to my death.
It was a terrifying drop to the rocks below. Surely she wasn't contemplating jumping across.
Mom always says a great detective takes calculated risks, so let's do the math. The bridge is too weak for a running jump. Taking into account the strong tailwind, and factoring in my athletic prowess, or lack thereof, I could make that jump 2 out of 3 times. Not bad odds.
Terrible odds.
Well, here goes nothing. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe the odds weren't so good.
And now she was dangling from a splintered plank, one slip away from certain death.
It's just like climbing a tree. Just don't look down. Don't look down.
Was this the end for our tiny hero? As her spindly muscles began to give way, an image flashed before Jenny. Her mother, dangling from a ledge, Unable, how could she possibly save her family when she couldn't even save
I
herself?
can't give up now. Mom needs me.
Jenny had barely survived. Was she really prepared for the dangers that lay ahead?
It's too late to turn back now.
It might have been her recent brush with death, but Jenny's heart was pounding in her chest.
That's not my heart. That's... CJ's compass! The needle is shaking like crazy. Is this what the compass was pointing to?
Jenny paused for a moment and listened. It was quiet, but distinct. A constant pulse. Mechanical, unnatural.
Man-made?
But other than the sound it emitted, this rock was like any other in the forest.
What's this? Another postcard piece. Curious. There's something under there.
Jenny had spent her whole childhood exploring the woods behind her house.
But I've never seen this before.
Then she remembered CJ's words.
People don't see things they aren't looking for.
She knocked on the rusty metal.
Hollow. It's a trapdoor. What a strange device. The wires are connected to the door.
A stale, metallic odor filled the air as Jenny peered into the opening.
It sure is dark down there.
Too dark.
But I can't just leave this unexplored. I have to see where it leads.
And so Jenny descended blindly into the unknown.
That didn't sound good.
In all her short life, Jenny LeClue had never found herself in such a peculiar... The town that once seemed a small, lifeless pond was suddenly an ocean of mysterious possibilities. Equal parts terrifying and intriguing, it was...
Incredible!
Yes, an incredible mystery in her very own backyard.
Looks fancy. And broken.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
Authorization code? How am I supposed to know that?
Jenny wiped away a thick layer of dust.
Jeez, how long has this been here?
Clearly the equipment had laid dormant for a long time, and yet...
It's so futuristic. Straight out of those comics Keith is always reading.
Starship cadets and the race for space.
It feels...
Alien.
Now I'm starting to sound like CJ. There must be a logical explanation for all this.
But its purpose would remain a mystery. Jenny dared not touch its intricate interface.
I'll just press all the buttons and see what happens.
Oh dear. Jenny turned the dials, she heard something hidden in the static.
A voice. What is he saying? It's a pattern. It keeps repeating. Animals and numbers. Animals and numbers. People in the future sure talk weird.
Was it a cry for help? A shopping list? Someone with extremely limited vocabulary?
Whatever it is, it must be important.
And so she transcribed it in her journal.
There's something stuck to the bottom of the ladder.
It was just a blank piece of paper.
Or is it?
Jenny traced her finger over the page. She felt the clear indentations left by a pen.
I know exactly what to do. It worked. 1, 2, 3. This must be the authorization code. I could have guessed that.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Code accepted. System authorized and on for activation. Sphere hermetically sealed. Magnetic transducer coils targeting. Rotational phase harmonics stabilized. Commencing experiment page, module 37.
What's happening?
Radioactive safety margins cleared. Running at 54% efficiency.
It says it's working, but what's it doing?
Remember, a healthy employee is an effective employee. Please leave the station for your mandatory 15-minute smoking break. Decompressing spherical chamber.
I should get out of here before my skin melts off.
The boulders must have weighed a ton each, yet they floated in the air like balloons.
CJ said he saw a swarm of UFOs circling the Forgotten Forest.
Was Jenny beginning to make sense of CJ's wild ramblings?
I'm gonna need a bucket of coffee to unpack all this. Oh, God. Our old fort.
It didn't look like much, but this treehouse had once been Jenny and Keith's favorite hiding.
I could never climb up there on my own. Keith always had to help me.
They schemed and planned and swore never to let anything come between them. Just thinking about him hurt.
What was that? Steven! Steven! Steven!
What?
Did you hear that? I'm telling you, man.
Not this again.
Something's out here. Something big. Real big.
There's nothing there.
But I'm getting some super spooky vibes, man.
For the last time, Kevin, the radio's off for emergencies only.
That was lucky. I need to be more careful.
The house was swarming with police, but she knew this place like the back of her hand. If anyone could find a way in, it was Jenny LeClue.
This place is crawling with cops.
What could the police have found inside her house?
And if they found what they're looking for, why are they still here?
Out of the police's line of sight, the basement was her best entry point into the...
Except that window is locked, and all my lockpicking gear is inside. It's tempting.
But Jenny couldn't risk being seen by the police.
There's probably a sneakier way in.
The window was ajar, the frame damaged.
Somebody broke into my house. That's my job.
But who? The police had used the front door.
Whoever it was, that's my way in.
Jenny could try to climb the tree.
But I already see an easier way in.
To get to the basement window, Jenny would have to creep carefully past the police officer. One false move and the game would be up.
Hey! Who goes there?
Caught! Jenny would have to think fast or risk being jailed like her mother.
Here goes nothing.
Steven! Please tell me you're there.
What's up, buddy?
I think you should know, and I say this with 100%.
Spit it out already.
There's a mountain lion out here!
Very likely. They're indigenous to this area.
What?
Just don't let it eat you. I don't need any more paperwork.
Oh, God. I think I'll just head inside for a minute to check on something.
Phew, that was close. Someone definitely forced this open.
Would Jenny enter the dark basement? It was an odd feeling, breaking into her own house. But as she squeezed through the basement window, Jenny felt a rush of excitement. I could get used to this, she thought.